Hello friends, this is tutorial number 62 in this C++ programming language tutorials. In this tutorial we will talk about dynamic memory allocation. Okay, first let's start. We will create two integer variables. Instead we will create three integer variables. We will create a variable array size. We will need a number and we will need variable x. Okay, we have three integer variables. We want to create a dynamic array, and that array, depending of it will have, we don't know how elements it will have. We have a variable array size. We need to input array size, and depending on which number we will input, we will have array. If we enter 5, we will have 5 elements of the array. If we enter 8, we will have 8 elements of the array, and so on. And let's create. First we will write, enter the size of the array, and line, and we will input array size. And now we want to create a dynamic array. How are we gonna do that? We will create integer. It will be of course integer elements, and we will call that array, we will simply call it b. But we need to use a pointer. This means that we will allocate this array in the memory, and it will be a new integer of how many elements. We will use a variable array size. And once again, if we enter 3 elements, we will have this array b will have 3 elements. And if we enter 10, it will be an array of 10 elements, and so on. And now we need to put numbers in this array. Let's define our variable x equals to 0. And now we need a while loop. While x is lesser, and now we will use array size because it is the size of our array. We need the message first. Cout. We will use x plus 1. We need a slash and array size without end line here, and it will be in the same line. We just need a little space. We will write enter the number. And we will input variable number. Now we will put it in this array. How are we gonna do that? B, but here it will be without pointer. This pointer is to allocate this array in the memory. Now we will just define that array. B of element x will be equals to a number. That number that we will enter, we will put it in the array. And we need just to increment x, and our array is created. This is dynamic array. Now we just need to print this array. Let's redefine x. will be equals to 0 again, and we need another while loop. While x is lesser than array size, we will just print cout b of element x and we will separate it with comma without end line, and we need to increment x here, x plus plus, and we will want to see how it will gonna work. We can try now and we will see if we have some errors. Enter the size of the array, it will be 5. We will have 5 elements, and here it is. First of 5, enter the number. Okay, 33, 12, 16, 27 and 45. Okay, here is we could write some message. We forgot some message to write. We will do it again, and we need to separate this a little. Here we will write cout. We will use a /n, and we will just type array elements. We can use once more /n and end line. Now we will see how it will gonna look. Enter the size of the array. Okay, we can now have 6 elements. Okay, first of 6, enter the number 63, 25, 14, 15, 29, 39. Okay, and here it is, array elements 63, 25, 14, 15, 29 and 39, which is perfect. Our dynamic array is created. And now what we want to do, this array, as I already told you, is allocated in our memory. But when we don't need this array, for example, if we don't need this array anymore, we just want to clean our memory, to delete it from our memory. And how we gonna do that? We just need to delete. We will delete array and array B, and this will delete it from our memory, but it will not delete entire array. We also need to use B equals, and we need null ptr, and with this this array will be deleted from the memory. And that is the example of dynamic memory allocation. Now you will ask, but why we should delete that? But it is because we will have larger applications in the future. And it is important when we don't need something anymore. It can be a variable or array, I don't know. It is better when we finish with use. It is better to delete it from our memory. But as you see, it's not nothing complicated, and I'm pretty much sure that you understand it. I really hope that you like this tutorial. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You can also follow me on Twitter and Instagram. You have a link in the description, and I will see you in the next tutorial.